It doesn't matter who you are, if you dress the part, it's a wrap, you hit.
You enter a store dressed a certain way, they're gonna say, well, right off the bat, they're gonna think you're gonna steal something or you're a criminal. You know, they judge you on the way you dress, the way you look, what nationality you are, and that's an ongoing problem in this world, and it shouldn't be that way. So I think the adults have to be more educated on that.
When you put on a uniform, you have to change because you're taking the oath to protect and serve. And with this badge, it comes with a lot of responsibility.
It's a badge. That's just what it says. He got a badge, he a police officer. That's how you know you're a police officer, is if you have a badge. Only thing is how are you going to use that badge? Are you going to use it in a good way, or are you going to use it in a bad way?
My uniform and badge means to me honor, courage, and commitment.
To me, a badge means to a police officer, I think it means power. Police officers, I guess that gives them courage or whatever. They think they can do whatever with a badge. A badge, to me, a badge means nothing. I mean, it's just a piece of metal on your shirt. I mean, you shouldn't disrespect people because you got a piece of metal on your shirt.
My badge to me means respect. Badge carries a lot of weight, and you should always respect it.
When I say a badge, I want to have one, because it seems like with their badge, they have so much authority.
They got more power behind the badge, but when the badge is gone, they feel like a whole different person.
Does it change the officer who's putting it on? I think you may have some personalities that it may change their personality a little bit, as far as they are the law. Anything someone says, they should be, they are the final say on the law.
Like fitted hoods. If you're black, you're walking down the street. If you're driving in a nice car, got music playing, tints, rims, whatever. Sneakers, Timbs, white t-shirts, anything. If you dress like you from the hood, they gonna fuck with you.
Well, it's a fact of reality. There's like really uniforms out there for the drug trade now. You got red, you got colors out there, and and all black. So they're uniforms. It's almost like a business, an advertisement. And you could just tell, somebody's wearing a bright red hat, or they have, but everybody in the group is wearing bright red, something red, or something, blue.
The all black stereotype. If you wear all black or you wear a hoodie, you're covering your face. Even if it's winter time, they think, oh, you want to be, you might sell drugs, or you may have a gun on you. If you wear big baggy clothes, you have a gun. That's why you're covering up or something, which is most of the time not true.
I can say if I had on a suit or something like that, I probably wouldn't get stopped. You can have on a suit and just rob somebody, you know what I mean? And you probably wouldn't get stopped. But if you had on a flight jacket, white tee, fitted hat, and a mask, then you robbed them, and you couldn't have nothing to do with it. Maybe you just cold.
If I drive downtown and see a group of people in business suits, I know they're just waiting across the street. If I drive out here, say it's weather like this, I know in weather like this, I'd be, having my little gathering indoors if I wanted to hang with friends, not freezing on a street corner.
Youths wear flight jackets, Timbs, do-rags, fitted hats, white t-shirts. I think most youths fit the description of anybody. Any cop, most youths fit the description. If I got braids, if I'm dark-skinned, I fit the description. Most people just fit the description.
Go right there, yo. Oh, not this punk nigga. Happy birthday, dude. It's really good.
Yo, you about to get high. You coming with us?
About to get high?
Yeah.
Smoke that
Say
loud,
it's your birthday. You gotta get high on your birthday.
You
gotta get high, nigga.
I got this test next
Want to be beaming?
What? You got a test? You ain't never give a fuck about a test before. I know, man.
Oh, wait, hold up. Smell this shit, nigga, before you say
Before you say no.
Smell that shit.
That's that eater. For real.
What the fuck is this Hopkins School Library? Nigga, where you think you
going,
going?
man? I'm trying to go somewhere, man.
Go where?
Go where, nigga?
You about to go get high. Let's go.
You live in New Haven, nigga. You ain't going nowhere.
Right.
I just don't want to do it.
Nah.
You don't want to do it. Just do it like my
So you ain't rolling up with us?
Nah.
Ain't rolling
Man,
up.
fuck this nigga, man.
Trash. Nigga, wow, man.
Next time.
What's up, kid? How are you doing? Hey, I got a call. CI called me up, got another job. DMAC, Orchard and Henry. Gonna be half key, 10 grand he's bringing with him.
That's good.
Yeah, it's good. Another good hit. We'll be able to get this one good. Need another body.
Well, I got that rookie with me,
Yeah.
I'm working with.
How is he?
He's good. I trust him.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He's got
If I do
potential?
something- Definitely.
Bring him in?
I'll talk to him. Try to convince. Well, we'll make him go in. How is that?
Good.
What are you talking about? $3,000-$4,000?
10 grand in cash. You should be about a half key.
Yeah, I need the money.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll use it too.
Yeah.
So
Good deal.
We'll get him in.
All right, talk to him.
All right.
All right?
I'll see you
after
later.
lunch.
Right? I'll
All
see you tonight.
All right.
Ed's here. What's up, bro?
What's up, brother?
How you doing? How you feel today?
Good.
Good?
Yeah.
What's up?
What we doing today?
Well, I guess there's a drug deal going down tonight. Orchard and Henry.
All right.
We're talking about some crack, about $10,000-$12,000 cash. We're gonna make a buy. It's gonna take place about between 10:30 and 11 tonight. What's wrong?
I got an engagement with my wife tonight. I pushed her off last night. I did overtime last night. Now tonight I gotta tell her again that I can't make it.
Unfortunately, you're gonna have to.
You got a wife, man. You know how it is. I mean,
you know how many times I cancel on my wife? Just tell your wife you just started. This is how it goes. All right?
What's up, Q?
Hey, what's
How you
up,
doing?
man? How you doing, man?
Talk to you, man.
Yeah,
It's okay.
how you doing?
How are you?
Yes, sir.
Pelletier, how are you? We
Nice
met
to meet
before.
you.
How are you?
I'm getting there. You know, I'm trying to.
You up for this?
So what's gonna happen is this, right? Once we take off the drugs and the money, we're gonna keep the money, okay? And we're just gonna put the drugs into evidence so we can keep him down.
We're gonna take it to number
No,
one. We're gonna log it in, right?
We're gonna take it for
Oh,
us.
we split it up.
Split
It's
it
ours.
up.
Not like risky business. I mean, can't.
We do this stuff all the time. I taught my man here good. He's gonna teach you. You wanna get the gold? This is how we do it. This is how we do business.
You'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
I don't feel too comfortable with this.
There's an A squad and there's a B squad. You wanna be on the A team or you wanna stay on the B team?
I mean, you guys can't find somebody else. I mean,
you know.
No, we don't just let anyone walk in on this. You know, we hand select our people that come in.
You up for it?
I have no choice.
Yeah, you're right. You have no choice. Right?
You're all right.
All right, brother. I'll wait for you in the parking lot. All right.
Think about it.
Adults and youth are just the same. I mean, everybody can be pressured into doing anything.
When we say we have, over 400 officers, we have 400 people making independent decisions.
But some officers are legit and some aren't.
As far as an illegal drug raid, I hope it never happens. And I think it is an extreme. Do officers have to make the decision to stay on track on the legal side every single day? Definitely.
So we don't have that blue code of silence. We don't have that. Right is right and wrong is wrong. No one's gonna stand up behind you if you're doing wrong. Not in this department.
Nobody wants to be labeled as a snitch. Police officers wouldn't want to tell on their partner, knowing that, oh, he corny, he a lame, he not going to do this with us, he's not going to do that.
I found this out. I mean, when I came on, it's definitely, you don't want to be labeled, two things, and I still always pride myself in, I never called a rat or a coward.
because your partner doesn't have the strong will to say, come on, man, you know this isn't right. You know we're not supposed to beat up the people unless, you know, we get hit first.
They're not quick to talk, but I will tell you that once things happen, and from my experience in internal affairs, that officers may know what's going on, but I think what I have found is the officers try to remove themselves from working with that particular person. That person may be your lifeline one day, if you're in a particular situation.
I mean, nobody wants to be labeled as a snitch. People die over snitching. Me, myself, I wouldn't speak to any cop about anyone that had a gun. I mean, that's none of my business. If they get caught, they get caught.
Everything is peer pressure. Like, you don't want to walk in front of a cop car because they might jump out on you and be like, did you hear those gunshots last night? When it's 10 other boys standing across the street that probably shot the guns or something like that. Of course you're not going to say, oh yeah, officer, I heard those guys over there shooting. They can't protect you every day. See, they go home.
I think some of the kids feel this is their way to survive in a particular neighborhood. It's better for them to be part of the group than not to be part of a group.
But you do what you're placed into if you want to survive.
But when you're a youth, you know, you always falling off a track because you want to be down with your friends and you don't want to look like a punk or nothing. Getting in peer pressure, you always react different once you get in a situation. Just because somebody tells you not to smoke or you say, oh, I'm never going to smoke, once you get in a situation, you react different.
So I didn't succumb to peer pressure. So when everybody say peer pressure, I look at them and I don't understand what a child goes through as peer pressure. As a kid, you know, I didn't have it. You know, my friends did things that they shouldn't have done. There was no pressure on me to go with them.
It's not as simple as that because pressure is all around you. If you can avoid it, then avoid it. If you can't avoid it, then you just can't avoid it. Some people just like cutting class just to be part of the crew. Like officers, they just may stop you or harass you just because they seen somebody else harass you and they trying to get some extra stripes from the academy or something like that.
I've seen things where, good kids get caught up with the bad ones, or they're the ones, dumb enough to be caught, everybody.
You can't always tell people who they are by who they hang with. I mean, you don't know the circumstances why they hang with that person.
Some people with strong will hang with people with no will because you can push them. You can push them to do something with themselves. It's not like you don't want to take one person and make the whole group fall. More like one person to lift the group up.
I got some friends, dog. Come on, big slap, cuz. What up, man?
What up, man? I heard y'all niggas working on the rap, man.
Yeah, don't talk about that.
Hear this shit. Hear this shit. Yo, nobody cries when we 6 feet under. I was born in a harsh world where friendship don't mix with hunger. Sometimes I wonder, is it me or my environment that got me losing my niggas by them pricks and dicks with sirens? They want us to pay cops to kill our people that don't be acting right. Then they got the nerve to separate generations by blacks and whites. They got Latins and blacks trapped in a white man's facility. We supposed to be the land of the free, but what's the liberty? I mean,
yeah, man, we about to be out though. Man.
Yeah, we about to
I
gotta go to choir room. All right, man. You know what I mean?
right, that's crazy. All right, man. Let me check in the studio, you know? All right, man. Get ready, homie. About to be on.
Check the 98 complaint. Orchard and Edgewood. Orchard and Edgewood. Blockwatch reports the Signal 12 four-door green Subaru. Blockwatch reports the young black male approaching the car, possibly for the 98. Should be wearing a blue and yellow baseball cap, white t-shirt, light blue baggy jeans, and tan Timberlands. 1537 there.
Yeah, I'm in the area. I'll be checking it. Do the 44.
God damn. You gonna straighten up, or I'm gonna break my foot off in your ass, and you gonna straighten up and you gonna look at me when I talk to you.
Whatever.
Look at me when I'm talking to you, damn it.
You don't do nothing but drink.
Now watch who the hell you talking to.
Whatever.
Remember that black guy I gave your ass 2 weeks ago? Motherfucker, I'm about to beat your ass. Get your I'm sick of this shit.
Me for it, man. Hands your pocket. Take your hands out your pocket. Take your hands out your pocket. Let me see your hands. You doing walk up to that car. I said take your hands out your pocket.
Even to this day, we have a problem where people are doing things that are creating problems because they don't know what they're doing. They're doing the other thing. They're not overzealous, beating people. They're failing to protect.
Sometimes when you come to a police officer, they don't do their job. You have to keep annoying them. You know what I'm saying? Keep going back and forth. Keep telling them this, that, and the third.
How their day going? I believe like if an officer has a like messed up day, then I mean he gonna treat the community messed up. One day I was in front of this store, 2-4 in Dixwell, and I was waiting for my cousin to come out the store or whatever, and I was on a brown bike with a black flight jacket. So an officer drove down the street, it made a U-turn, he flashed his lights on me. He didn't tell me to move or anything, he just jumped out his car and he just told me to put my hands on the ice and spread my legs. And as he did that, he searched me. And as he was going in my pockets, then he told me why he was doing it. He could have just told me, oh, it was a robbery in this area and I just want to make sure you didn't have nothing to do with that. He could have told me that. I had no problem with it. I mean, but it was just a procedure. Or was it procedure?
Yeah, they feel like they're being picked on. How come I can't stand here? And they don't understand other people's perceptions. There's times when even the neighbors are calling, saying, you know, there's a group of youths and the cops are driving by. The perception is that the cops aren't doing anything to prevent, the possibility of a crime. And
you talk to kids, they'll tell you, where am I going to go? What am I going to do? We don't harass. Like, sure, some people are gonna get harassed if you live in a highly drug-infested area. From time to time, you're gonna get stopped.
We can't sit on our porch because we live in a high crime, high drug area. The biggest issues is not having nowhere to go. Sitting here, can't sit on your porch without being harassed by officers telling you that you can't sit on your porch where you pay rent. Well, one day we sitting on homegirl porch right here, and we just chilling, talking, lollygagging around, you know, cause we can't go sit on the corner. We can't go in the park. We can't even go in the park. So we sit on our porch, and the cops come out and told us we gotta move. He said, "What's your name?" She said her name. He told her she don't even live there. "I know your brother. I know your brother. He lives there. You don't. You can't sit on the porch. Now keep it moving."
Once you get to know who lives there, what's going on, is there parental supervision? We're not getting complaints in the neighborhood as far as there's too many people in and out. It's something that can be easily dealt with. So these kids do not have to feel harassed, and they shouldn't feel harassed in their own house. You have every right to sit on your front porch if that's where you live. You have every right to have company. It's not illegal to have company sitting with you on your own front porch.
If you hang on in the corner and socialize with people that are committing crimes, you're gonna get inconvenienced. I'm not gonna say harassed, you're gonna be inconvenienced in the neighborhood.
Well, it's not illegal no matter what to approach someone's, group standing on the corner. It doesn't mean I'm going to put them up against the wall or start patting them down immediately or, something like that.
As far as jumping out of the car and not telling you what you did, but they're searching you and they're asking you questions, but they're not answering none of your questions. That's not part of the seizure.
Or you're going to get stopped because you're in a group and they're looking for one particular person, so they're going to stop everyone. And sometimes the innocent person is going to get stopped because their best friend is a neighborhood drug dealer.
Either I used to go to school with these boys, or they my family members, or we've been friends for so long that it would be stupid of me to walk by them and not speak to them just because the police watch them.
This is the communities that they actually live in. They can't control it. As far as they can't get up and move if they don't like what's going on.
They have a rough job, yes, but their job is our life. Our mothers' lives, trying to keep the drug dealers off of our porch, keep the kids in the backyard in case gunshots fly. If we ain't not safe at home on our front porch, where are we safe?
Hello? How you doing, hon? Guess what? I'm gonna make it home after all. I'm not gonna be cancel out on you like I thought I was gonna. Okay? So we're still on for tonight. Bye-bye. Love you.
A lot of times, becoming a cop changed some people, okay? It changed a lot of people because, of course, you have a lot of power. And a lot of people don't know how to deal with that power. And that's where you're going to run into a whole lot of problems. Okay?
I mean, I think they use that gun and that badge and that stick as just God. Like, they just sitting on a throne and I'm the cop, I said it, so just do it.
I think the badge and my powers of arrest, I legally have the right to take someone's rights away, to take someone's freedom away. No one else has that.
They feel like they have the last say in every situation, or because they have a badge and a gun and handcuffs, if you don't reply with them with the answer that they want to hear, or they could take you downtown, harass you.
There's a whole legal process that follows that, but I think the youth see that as, like the ultimate powers.
And people don't react well to that. That's why they get half the treatment that they do. Respect is all about respect.
And once you learn what respect is in the city, it's a little different between what respect in the suburbs is. And kids have to respect the police, and the same token, the police have to respect them.
Some youth don't like following authority. Some cops don't want to listen.
There's no communication between the officers and the youth, or there's no communication at all.
Just try and have a normal exchange like it's another person. Just like it's another person. How you would treat another person. You know, you would go up and say, hello, how are you? Introduce yourself and have a conversation. With no pre-attached biases.
When they don't take the time to get out and be like, hi, my name is officer, whatever, whatever, and I'm gonna be a police officer in this neighborhood, and if there's any problems, you know, you can talk to me on a serious level as well as a friendly level.
And everybody's different, so you have to realize that you are different. You have to have a little more compassion and patience and respect the fact that you don't understand a lot of people because you are different. You're singular, and you have to go into it with that.
We are all different. We are not all the same. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's different. If we was all the same, life would be boring.
I think the misunderstanding is the youth today, and in the city of New Haven, you have a lot of officers from the suburbs that really aren't acclimated with the youth hip-hop generation of today.
The ones who stereotype every black, Hispanic minorities in the communities where you don't live, and we'll have no other choice but to live in these communities.
You could never be the best patrolman. You could never be the best cop, because there's always something new coming up. And the more you learn, the more you realize the less you know, because there's so much more to know.
We are the streets, like, I mean, we the streets. We know what's going on out here. I mean, we can tell you better than anybody, basically. So if you don't listen to us, then you, I mean. Know me as like, my name is Jamal Victorious Glasgow. I mean, it's like, know me better. Like, I'm not the type to be like in trouble. I don't try to get in trouble. I stay out of trouble. Just know me better than that. I'm not the guy you're looking for. I'm not the suspect. I may be the victim, but not the suspect.
I am a sweet, smart, or intelligent child, teenager, trying to get through life. That's all. That's who I am.
I'm Shelly, and you think you know me as a heat holder or a criminal, but I'm really just somebody that works hard in school, and when I come home, I want to chill with my friends, and that means my friends are on the corner, and so am I. Most of the time, my friends don't do things that's wrong, and I don't either. I'm not a follower, I'm a leader.
My goal is to get money the right way. I want to be a businessman, you know what I mean? I want to be married with children. I mean, make it to heaven one day and survive this war outside. It's a war going out here, and nobody's safer. I mean, just think about it. Peace. It's a wrap.
Yo, my friends want me to skip and smoke this black. Nah, kid, I got goals, I ain't going down like that. I'm trying to be somebody, go somewhere, get big things. I'm only 16, ill flow, got big dreams. I never had an opportunity to do nothing special. Reply was rap. I know you pussy when I met you. I said, yeah, you right, but see me in the future. You won't even make it to 20 before they shoot you. Nah, kids, stop playing. Come and smoke this L with me. I'm in high school, dog. Man, you dudes is elementary. I fear no man. God's the only soul I fear. I earn my spot. Nobody ain't put me here. The decisions that you make will affect you in your afterlife. You don't understand what the day with your strap is like. Nobody in my family went nowhere. They all home in the bed sick, and that's not fair.
You don't know me. No, no, you don't know me at all. Don't judge me, yeah, cause you don't know me. Know me, oh no, you don't know me at all. Don't judge me,
time I thought I never amount to nothing. I was told keep your head up or change is coming. Gotta play smart, a nigga can't fail this shit. My nigga took the crook is getting out of jail this shit. I see you, ma, I see you smiling down at your boys. Every time I think about you, I smile at you more. I'm a hustler, nigga, sorry I was raised that way. I can't see me being a coward, you get played that way. For a long time I thought I had something to prove. My time has come, and I got nothing to lose. I thought you knew that these shoes will take you under. Several years on the grind, only built my hunger to man-child. You niggas can't hold me now. Name a nigga my age that can hold me down. Got my big face clicking, we ready to roll. Mr. Bush, sit down, I'm in charge of this war. What?
You don't know me, no. You don't know me at all, don't judge me, yeah. Cause you don't know me, you don't know me, no. Don't know me at all, don't judge me, cause you don't know me at all. Don't know me, you think you know me. You think you know me, but you really don't. Yeah, doing our thing. Oh, so stop trying to judge, walk all on top of me. Better quit before I get it. Gully. Keep it gully, keep it gangsta.